Let's get right into it. Melody Walker Farris. Malice murder? Guilty. Felony murder? Guilty. Aggravated assault? Guilty. Concealing the death of another? Guilty. Making a false statement? Guilty. Sentencing has not been scheduled yet. Now, if you don't know anything about this case, I didn't until recently either, and I do have a video up that you can look at where I give the overview of my understanding of the case, but I'm going to give you a spoiler for the end of that. I thought it'd be a hung jury. From what I saw, I don't think there was enough evidence for beyond a reasonable doubt, but I personally believe she was guilty. And I had a chat, and I'll probably do a chat for this one just because I want to see people's response and reactions. A lot of people thought she would be innocent, or found guilty. I've checked subreddits and communities. I've watched other people covering this case because I was interested. What did I miss? What didn't I know? And it seems to be kind of split. And I was just happening to cover Elon Musk currently fighting in court at this very moment I'm recording this. He's still in court. And I found out that this verdict had just dropped. So my question to everyone is, what do you think, right? Do you think that the jury was right? Now, the jury, of course, has definitely seen more evidence than me, because I tried to speedily catch up, so I don't think I can really qualify myself as saying yes or no to that. Because from what I saw, I feel like she was guilty, but I couldn't say beyond a reasonable doubt. If I was on the jury, I don't think I would have been able to say with what I saw beyond a reasonable doubt, but they saw more. You probably saw more, and that's why I'm just so curious. Now, sadly, there isn't a sentencing date scheduled. I would have been very, very interested to know that and be able to relay that information to you. When it's scheduled, maybe post it in the comment or, below, even if it's a couple days from now, a week from now. Maybe I'll see it, or at least other people can sort by new and see it in the comments, This was a case where, if you didn't know, a man's body was found in a burn pile, and it had been there for an extended period of time, and there was a bullet found in the body. The defense's medical examiner argued that you couldn't verify it was actually shot into him. So I guess theoretically it could have been like a breast pocket and fallen into the corpse. And they tried to, the defense did, put a lot of light on her son. And she, in the interrogation audio, also tried to pin it on 3 of her 4 children. And 3 of her 4 children are against her. There's 1 child that was on her side. They talked about how she was so hyper-focused on money, how she immediately tried to get money from them, keep, control of the money. Very interesting. Very interesting. I didn't like the way the police did the investigation. They talked about how they simply didn't search certain areas of the property. How they didn't have enough luminol or blue star or whatever they called it and used. They wish they had more. I wasn't a fan of the investigation from what I saw. And this woman's not likable, right? Like, I don't think anyone liked her, whether they thought she was innocent or not. I don't think people liked her. A lot of people I saw made comparisons that she's not as much, but she felt, people are going to do it because, trial was going on at the same time, felt like a Sarah Boone a little bit. I saw multiple people say that. She was having an affair, and her husband had had affairs in the past, at least. They were sleeping in different bedrooms. She had gotten a mortgage for $50,000 that he didn't approve of, and there was a talk of divorce a few years ago. Like, it was a messy case. She allowed her granddaughter to be brought to the property. If she's guilty, right? So we're going off the idea that she committed this murder. She killed this man and put his body in a burn pile. She then allowed her granddaughter to come to the property before the body was found. Her granddaughter could have possibly found the corpse, the burning, cooking body. As I said, this just happened, so I don't have family reactions. I don't have, the one Amanda, the one daughter who was on her side. She hasn't. She's given a statement. I haven't seen it because this just happened when I recorded it. I would love to know. Again, it's kind of like the Sarah Boone case, right? I'd love to hear from a jury member. I really would. I would love to know what evidence exactly they were that sealed it. I would like to know. I would like to know for the fact that I would like to dig into that piece of evidence and make sure I've seen everything about it. I would like to have that information, especially as someone who came into this so late, who's just now catching up. This woman is a monster, according to this jury. She's a monster. She murdered her husband, put his body in a burn pile, tried to pin it on her own children, and then made sure her granddaughter was brought to the scene. I don't have another way to describe it than monster, right? I don't have another word. And with that being said, I thought I'd just mention this at the end, and people can talk about their opinions, because this won't be a longish video. I don't have a lot to add. I just kind of wanted to cap off since I covered it. When it comes to Sarah Boone, and I don't know if I'll do this. I'm very split on if I'll do this. If I do it, you can just ignore the video, right? But I'll give you a little behind the scenes for the video game industry. The video game video industry is one of the very popular things that people do now. Is they will do a video series on a game or something, and they'll take all of those videos and they will then combine them into one massive video. I'm talking some cases well over 24 hours long. And they'll do that as something that people can binge. So instead of watching a playlist, because maybe your device doesn't support a playlist, or maybe you don't want it, auto playing or whatever, they have it as a single long video. I'm debating doing that it would be after the Sarah Boone sentencing, and just doing a big combo video and just putting it out there. I would basically take the playlist I have and I would just in order all of those videos, and because those should all be essentially sequential, and make it into one massive video for anyone that wants to see it that way. It wouldn't be for, I guess it would be for people that wanted to refresh themselves, but mostly for like new people. And what I'd probably do is go in and I would take like the sections, and I'd probably do timestamps and make sure that there's a timestamp for like each section. So if you want to skip ahead, you'll have that in the description to go through. It's something that people have found in like the video game community that is very popular. A lot of people like that type of video to be done when a series ends, instead of having a playlist as an option. I might do that here. I'm torn on whether I will or not, because it does take quite a bit of effort, because I'd have to make sure it's rendered properly, get everything in order, make sure all the timestamps are right, have to basically watch through it to make sure there's no like artifacting or problems with the actual rendering. A lot of things would go into that, but just putting it out there, that might be a thing. So if you ever see it worded as like the Sarah Boone movie, they use that a lot in like the video game stuff. I watch a lot of video game stuff. That's what that'll be. It'll just be a combo. And I probably wouldn't do a premiere for the very simple reason that geez, I don't know how many hours it would be, and I'm not going to dedicate that long moderating a chat. So yeah, that might be late December. I might do that. I don't think I would do it right after the sentencing. I think I would give it a little bit of time, but it would depend on how much time I have, right? It would take me a while to get that done. But yeah, with all that said, I think I'm going to end the video here. I hope my election coverage hasn't been too annoying today. I don't think I covered too much, but I know some people don't like it, and you can just ignore those videos if you would like. But I do think that the JD Vance one's kind of funny. I think it's funny. That one's funny to me, and it's just funny to me. That one's not like a serious video. And then the Elon Musk court video, that one is pretty serious, and it is an actual court case going on. And since I am still recording, there isn't a decision yet again, so that one's still up in the air. But I don't think that if you watch the video, you'll understand why I don't think the actual decision in the courtroom matters for that case, because there was an admission by the defense team that is not good. Not good. I'm not spoiling that one. If you want to watch it, it's there. And with that, I'm going to head off here, and I might do other videos on this woman if there's something I think is worth covering or I have the time to dive in. But again, I have tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be probably I don't know if I don't want to say that. Tomorrow may be some election videos, or I might go outside and touch some grass. I might go outside and I might go shopping. Not that I have a lot of money, but I might go shopping, get some groceries, some paper towels, some trash bags, things that I need for the house, and just get out and prepare myself for maybe a video I'll make later that night. Because what I have found out is the game I want to play on the day after the election starts at 5 a.m. So if I'm up waiting for results to come in, guess who has to either stay up all night or go to sleep early? I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep early. So we'll see. We'll see. Just know that, like, how many videos and on what tomorrow and the day after, you might not see me. It doesn't matter how big of a video it is. If Sarah Boone were to release a massive document detailing an admission to the murder and like plotting it ahead, I might not even see it between tomorrow and the day after. Like, that's how dead to the world I might be, depending on how busy things keep me. So just don't use me as a source of information like for the next 2 days. All right, just putting it out there. I like to warn when videos might not come out, because some people do, they like the notifications on stuff, and that might not be me. So I'll leave it there. I've rambled for too long, but I wanted to make sure people had time in the chat to actually discuss this case, because I didn't know enough. I wish I knew more. I don't know if they made the right decision, because I was torn.